radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Tuesday, September 19th. Good morning, Rico.
Howdy.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. We're jam-packed with a lot of stuff to get to this morning, including the Tucson Foodie Takeover and the podcast broadcast with Shane and Fen Fen joining us once again. Fun ahead of the Chinese Chorizo Festival,
Nice.
which we learned the last time Fen Fen hang out with us.
Fun fact.
Yeah, that there's Chinese chorizo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then, in fact, it's such a good thing that they actually throw festivals about it. So we're gonna find out all about that. Plus, since it is Tuesday, our good friend Rocco's gonna be in studio to give us some gut busting pizza. It's gonna be fantastic because of this deep dish of the month. And we're getting close to fall, and this is the time of year where obviously football season, which is, it feels good. The weather's changing, and we're getting closer and closer to the taco Apson pizza from Rocco. I don't know what month it is, but I do know he breaks it out annually, and it's my goddamn favorite pizza ever.
So it's not the pumpkin spice that gets you. It's the
Oh no, man!
Yeah.
It's the Apson taco in a deep dish pizza, like glorious. I mean, honestly, well, I had that pizza first time maybe like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I have like hot sweat dreams about it. Like I have not forgotten about my first bite, and yeah.
Who was your first kiss? I don't know, but I know the first time I had that absent pizza. Man.
Exactly. What's the name of your last relationship? I already forgot.
I forgot.
But that absent pizza, man, that's my soulmate. If I could, I'm not one of those weirdos that like to make love to food. But if I was in a situation where they're like, okay, here's the deal, you got to make love to one food item, or you're no more.
Yeah.
What's that food item? And I'm like, give me that deep dish, and I'll flip it over. I will make sweet.
And they get so scared you're able to answer that quick.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, you know what, man? We don't want to know you anymore. Get out of here.
Without even hesitation. Yeah. And it's a deep dish pizza.
Do things to that pizza.
It's gooey, it's warm. I imagine it would feel pretty good too.
Probably. So you know why he does it this time of year?
Why?
Sweater weather. You get to wear, you didn't cover the fat.
That's true. Yeah.
Eat all that pizza.
Yeah, and it's ideal. It is cuffing season, and as we're approaching the holidays, which of course is months away, but this is the season where people are most likely to kind of link up in relationships, all for the sake of not being alone during the holidays. So the way that this works annually, for those out there keeping score, during the holiday season, you get in a relationship, you got someone to hang out with during Thanksgiving, Christmas, someone to give gifts to. Then spring rolls around, it's time to take the clothes off again, lay out by the pool, party time. Mm-hmm. And that's breakup season. And then start being single in the summer, single and slutty, I guess. You make your way through that, and then fall comes back around, cuffing season. So we're at the cusp of cuffing season. So
you sound pretty happy with that pizza, so I think you're fine.
Yeah, I know. That's my fallback plan, honestly.
I'm cuffed to that slice, baby.
Like, how you been doing, romantically and stuff? And I'm like, I got that deep dish pizza. So, I feel good.
I got a baby on the way.
Yeah. Yesterday, I got like the ultimate insult compliment from Weirdo. And I was just talking about, I was doing a little radio bit, trying to talk about the benefits of being lazy. And so I open up my bits like I normally do, asking questions, and Weirdo's a pretty motivated person, so I wasn't surprised by her answer when I asked her if anyone accuses her of being lazy, and that's usually a no. And I told her, like, people have accused me of being lazy before, and the way that she reacted was insulting. Yeah, she was like, no, and I was like, shut your hippie face up right now.
She doubled down.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, what do you mean? And she's like, well, you look like you play video games. That was her compliment / insult that obviously is burned deep. I made a video clip about it, posted it on my on the Facebook page, but also cried a little bit on the inside because I did play video games the day before. And
all you gotta tell her is like, hey, I got a Twitch stream going on. I'm a businessman.
Yeah,
it's not just playing video games. I'm filming myself do it.
I mean, at
making
least
$5 a month.
That would be something, Rico. Right. That would be somewhat justifiable. I do not have that.
Just trying to help.
Yeah, thank you. No, I spend more than $5 a month just on Xbox Gold, and it's a lonely existence. But you know, I'm riding my horse and playing the same game I've been playing for 6 years. Not getting old at all.
Where's my pizza, Rocco?
Yeah, you know who took offense to that video game line more than me, though? Todd Marley. Oh, yeah, because he defends video game players, you know, and he's just like, what the F you mean? You look like a video. What's wrong with that? I'm like, oh, don't defend me, Todd.
That man has Power Washer Simulator on tap immediately. So nothing but respect.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I wonder if girls, when they're on the apps looking for cuffing season, if that's a deal breaker. If they're going left and right, right, they're swiping, they're like, this guy looks like he plays Call of Duty. Left, you know.
What do you mean? I'm a warrior, babe.
Yeah,
I'm a tough guy.
So yeah, that's the best like compliment insult I've received in a while. And so I'm asking the question on a reel on the Rock 1 2.1 Facebook page. What's the best compliment insult you ever received? Please comment below that video. We'll share those comment insults throughout the show. Speaking of the show, let's get it moving. We got your morning moron coming up after the latest from Stain, kicking things off with a little Metallica. Here's Sad But True on Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. You know the name of the show. Let's go. Starting off the show, find out that I'm being problematic. All right.
What else is new on brand?
Okay. Let's. Shane's getting situated here. Welcome everybody on the podcast broadcast. We're live. Please welcome back Fun. Good morning, Fun.
Good morning.
And once Shane gets all situated, he'll pop in on the stream as well. Yes, you could hear him. All right. We have a lot that we're going to be covering here, and I've just found out. So each and every podcast title now, I don't just date it. Right. I, like to come up with little cheeky names, little fun names. Right. And we're going to be talking about the Chinese Chorizo Festival, right? Which is alliteration at its finest. Like, I like the way it sounds. And then for whatever reason, and again, please don't cancel me, I was doing this out of love. And, I felt like it was good branding. I named this podcast Chickadee Chinese Chorizo.
Oh, I get the reference.
Yeah. It's Bare Naked Ladies. Yeah.
Your dad's favorite band. Come on.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it? Chickadee Chinese, the Chinese Chorizo Festival. What is it?
Yeah. It's Chickadee Chinese, the Chinese Chorizo Festival, which is happening.
It's happening the whole month of October 1st to October 28th.
So the whole 29th.
Month.
That's good. So we're we're less than 2 weeks away from the kickoff of that. We're gonna let you know everything about the Chinese Chorizo Festival without the Chickadee Chinese part, obviously.
You can say the fun Chinese.
It is a fun
festival.
Okay. Oh, did you add another fun to your name? You already got 2 funs. Fun.
Yeah.
You're hogging all the fun.
Yeah.
She expanded the festival and expanded her name.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, please follow Fun on Facebook and Instagram.
Phenomenal. Fun. Yes.
Yeah. You've been staying busy, huh?
Very, yeah.
That's good.
I don't know if I like myself or
I like you.
Or
you're special.
What? Because I'm just keeping so busy.
You feel like you've been torturing yourself with all the work that you've been putting in?
No, it's like a labor of love, you know, but it's just, I want to do so much that, and there's only one of me. So.
Right. Yeah, no, I know how it is. I mean, imagine, like essentially doing everything that you do, but also being fat at the same time. It is exhausting. And that's basically the position I put myself in.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not whipping together full-blown month-long food festivals. Fun. We're live on Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. You can join us on the podcast broadcast stream, youtube.com/beefvegan. We got Shane for Tucson Foodie and Fun for Tucson Foodie joining us. We're going to cover a lot of things on this show today. Obviously, we're talking about the Chinese Chorizo Festival coming back. This is an annual event, and this is the 3rd year now?
This is the second year.
Second year. Okay. Yeah. Last year was such a resounding success. We were blown away even knowing that there was Chinese chorizo because we love chorizo.
Same.
Yeah. And the fact that, you like, this is something that you recently learned about and now incorporated this whole fun festival to enjoy all the different types of varieties of Chinese chorizo, if there are multiple varieties.
Well, we've developed new varieties in this
Really?
modernized version. Yeah.
Okay, so we have so much catching up to do. So,
more.
So get ready for that. You can join us on the podcast broadcast stream, youtube.com/bevegan, as we keep the conversation moving. Be back with your TMI Top 5 and so much more on Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Here's the latest from Corey Taylor. It's Beyond. I had to stop myself for a second and breathe.
You know what I just realized?
Sometimes. Here, I want to give you a good angle so it doesn't look like it's like the pervert cam here. Fun,
Oh,
you know.
brand. Come on.
I know.
Look
I'm
at
sorry.
you, cowtail.
I was just trying to get a good. I didn't want to close up in your
I thought that was a
face.
nice angle, actually.
Well, yeah, no, it's great. My internet numbers are through the roof, but I feel like I'm just staring down your shirt.
Oh.
Dude. Yeah. Which is fine and all, but we're talking.
We're not
chorizo.
about that thing here. We're classy. We're classy.
This angle. Look at that.
Professional.
Look how better of an angle. Look at that.
Angle.
Oh,
There
that's
we go.
better. It's a little blurry. Can we get more
It's a
clarity?
little-
on
yeah.
fun space here?
I think Shane's camera is just his
No, it
entire
is.
beard.
It actually is blurry. I'm not just being a dick.
Yours is blurry. Yeah,
But why is he not joining the beard
Is it
competition?
dirty? Maybe you should wipe it down.
Look at this hair situation.
Yeah, dude. Why don't you? I like that hair situation.
It's like the mirror effect in
Oh my
Photoshop.
gosh,
It's
I
like
need
the
to
same
get you a
thing.
headband so you can
I
start
should do
wearing
that
it.
and then just
Yeah.
That's like true hippie style.
It's
Hell
a good
yeah.
look. I like it. I like
I
that
was
look.
Burning Man.
Yeah.
Oh
No.
my god, did you see that video?
No.
I was Burning Man. Okay, I'll show it to you later.
Yeah. Send me the link.
Yes.
We can see it together.
It's awesome. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Burning Man. Well, what was the video in reference to? Because maybe I saw it.
Oh, they make fun of it. Some guy comes home from Burning Man and his wife's trying to be nice, asks questions, and he's like, "You
Oh,
just
God.
don't understand." It's hilarious.
get it.
I like the Shakira one where she's like dancing in that music video in mud. And it's like everyone in Burning Man. And it's just Shakira.
Amazing.
Have you ever been to Burning Man? Either one of you?
No.
No.
Oh, I'm actually surprised. Oh, I knew you didn't go to Burning Man. Yeah, but I figured that maybe. What was the biggest festival that you guys have gone to?
done Coachella, haven't you?
No.
No?
I haven't gone to Coachella either.
Well, Fun was on the East Coast for a while.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess it would be an East Coast festival of
Also,
Yeah.
sorts.
Shaky Knees. Shaky
Like-
Knees in Atlanta.
Oh,
Like-
Shaky Knees is a good festival. Yeah.
Did you go to the
I don't
Coney
know that
Island hot
one.
dog eating contest?
Oh, is it big?
No, I said it's she. Coney Island.
Yeah.
Oh, me.
The hot
Oh,
dog
you're
thing.
asking me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
New Yorker.
Yeah. Say names,
Yes,
Rico.
I did see Erica Badu on Coney Island.
Ooh, okay.
That's
Ooh.
really awesome.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And lots of secret warehouse parties. So
Oh, yes.
that counts.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense too. Because I can see you as like a New York City raver or clubber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was in New York nightlife for a really long time.
Yeah.
So
And I believe you mentioned that before too. Yeah. So you still
Yeah.
got
Got stories.
How do you like the Tucson nightlife? I know that you've been out and about. There's a couple places I've seen you like at Jackrabbit where you post pictures of
Yeah.
Jackrabbit a while back. I'm not stalking you, but like, how are you enjoying the Tucson nightlife?
Oh my God, I like the post from 4 years ago. Ah! Whoops. Oh no.
that was so weird.
No. I mean, I'm just all about the throwbacks. It was Thursday, you know?
You're showing the love, man.
Yeah, I don't do any of that
Yes.
creepy stuff, Rico. Thank you. But yeah, how are you enjoying the Tucson nightlife?
You know,
compared to?
I still have so much to kind of like investigate and discover here.
Mhm.
But because I've just been busy and I'm older now, so I don't like to go out as late anymore.
Oh, I know
But,
it.
You
Yep.
know,
I know it so
I don't
well.
know. This is
All
gonna
of us.
really
Yep.
date me, but there used to be some like industrial goth night here called The Line or something, or it was at The Line.
Mhm.
Shout out to
Whoa.
anybody that knows that.
Can we bring that back, please?
I know. Only go to that.
So
There are stuff like that. So
Fun stop going out on the weekends because there's no industrial goth nights.
There's no more
left in
vampires in
Phoenix.
Tucson.
Or-
Industrial golf night,
unfortunately.
I'm done. I'm staying home.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
that's true.
Yeah, we're back here live on Rock 1 2.1 KFMA with Fun and Shane from TucsonFoodie.com. And TucsonFoodie.com is putting together a lot of great content.
Thanks,
Restaurant
buddy.
Week was a resounding success.
Let me tell you what else was a resounding success. Las Vegan Night Market #2.
Yeah,
Saw
so
that.
this was his last
talk about
weekend.
industrial
It was
goth.
insane. Yeah, that's our new industrial goth party.
Yes.
Now, Shane, the first one was jam-packed. Did this
So
one
jam-packed.
exceed what the first one delivered?
Dude, it's insane. The first one, I thought maybe 250 people would show up, and 1,200 people showed up.
Yeah.
So the lines were ridiculous. And so we doubled the number of vendors and we tripled the square footage. And 3,000 people came down.
Wow.
So the lines were still long. So this is going to be a
Damn.
big festival for Tucson going forward, and we're going to have to expand it again.
Yeah, man, the next step is 5,000 then? I mean, if you're going to be looking.
10,000.
Might take
Well,
over Armory Park.
You know what's
Yeah.
so crazy is that, and I just came across these stats, and when it comes to Americans, only 1% of Americans are actually vegan. And I think 3% or something like that are vegetarian. It's a low percentage,
And they're
right?
all in Tucson.
I think they're all in hiding. They're afraid to use the word vegan because it's been ruined.
Yeah.
Right. Well, but it's not popular by statistics. But at the same time, I would consider out of the 3,000 people who showed up for the Vegan Fest, maybe 1% is really true vegan.
Sure.
And it was the rest of people being open-minded to try out new food that was basically no-kill food.
It's just good food.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What was your favorite thing that you ate there at the Vegan Festival over the weekend there, Shane?
Okay. Well, Samurai Sombrero sushi food truck.
Okay.
They
So
had a special
vegan
roll.
sushi.
Yeah, vegan sushi. It was super good. I don't even know what was in it.
It's
hopefully
chickpeas.
vegan.
They have a roll
Okay,
called the
chickpeas?
Death. They have a roll that they made in honor of Hannah called the Death Free Roll, and it's just so good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Deep fried, yummy mayo sauce.
That helps. What about you, Fun? What was your favorite thing? Did you go out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing was the Okashi mochi. It was so good.
And what is that, Akashi Mochi?
Okashi is this ice cream brand here.
Okay.
Have you not had
and-
mochi balls?
No, dude.
Dude, they're so
Dude.
good.
Okay. So it's an ice cream.
Yeah.
It's an ice cream, but mochi is like this sticky rice thing. It's like a dessert, and you can have like different toppings in it. So I had like a chocolate one, and I had like one with like roasted pineapple on top of it, and it's like really chewy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Is it almost impossible not to overeat when you're at like a little food festival? So you got to try these things. You want to support all the different vendors, right? And I'm sure you were shooting content along the way a little bit as well. Did you find yourself kind of crossing that line where you're like, oh, I ate way too much non-death food?
I think I think this is like the dilemma of the job. It's like you have to kind of pace yourself because
Right.
you know like food is just coming your way all the time. So I'm kind of like pro at it at this point.
Yeah, you got it down. I mean, we're going to play a video on the podcast broadcast that Tucson Foodie just released on their YouTube page with Fun going to Tucson Tamale Company, right?
Yeah.
And learning how they make their miniature tamales, which is kind of like ASMR. Like, it's fascinating where you don't realize how satisfying it is until you see how they made it. It's an excellent video. So we're going to show that on the podcast broadcast. You can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. We'll get you your TMI top 5 and more, including your top story from Tucson Foodie and more coming up next after Portugal the Man on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. Look at me all pro in it. Are you impressed yet?
Yeah.
I know. I can tell.
Just rolling there.
I know.
We gotta get a mochi ball in your mouth, dude.
Now, do you eat meat
Yeah,
or are you
meat
full
one.
blown vegetarian or vegan? I've seen you
No.
eat meat on video.
Yeah, I'm mostly vegan for like until I was, I don't know, a couple years ago.
Right, until you were like almost killed yourself by being so healthy, and then you had to get the protein back.
Yes.
Let me ask you this, and then both you and Shane, let's do this for Rocco, right? Rocco's our boy. Rocco's little Chicago pizza. Have you ever had banana on pizza?
I don't know if I have actually.
Yes. So we want to do a reaction here. This is called the Spicy Nana. And with the Spicy Nana, this is a pepperoni, banana peppers, and bananas, right? Pepperonis, banana peppers, and bananas. Look at that.
That looks amazing.
Yes, it looks amazing. Now, of course, the big like mind blower on this is that you're like, wait a second. I don't even like pineapple on my pizza. Why would I like a different kind of fruit?
No, I like pineapple on my
See, that's a debate, right? So it goes back and forth. It's a love-hate relationship. So how would the internet react to banana pizza? They're going to freak the fuck out. So I want you guys to try it because Rico and I are fans, and we want your one bite reaction. We're going to rip off Dave Portnoy of Barstool here. So first we'll start off with Shane, Tucson Foodie.
A piece of banana on that bite. sure.
Yeah, that's what I did too. You got to get some banana on there.
There we go. Look at that.
Yeah, one.
Nice on a computer.
Oh no.
Great. There we go.
All right, here we go.
The 1-bite reaction.
Watch it get in his beard too. Here, let me play the right music. There you go.
It's like Doctor Strange going into different dimensions.
He does look like Doctor Strange. I'd cast him. The multiverse bohemian version.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
It's a yes.
It's a yes.
Wow.
I'm gonna go down there and get this again. This is really good.
Doesn't it surprisingly work well? So what do you like about
that, you know?
Well, yeah, you can. You'll
Yeah, you
look better
can.
doing it. First off, your camera's better. It's a lot clearer. I don't know why Shane, I don't know,
Awesome.
like licks his webcam before he comes in. Look how blurry that is. All right, so fun. Let's
All right.
do your 1-bite reaction here and description.
This is a huge piece. Okay, I need to also.
Yeah, you don't have to eat the whole
remodeling.
piece. Yes, you got to switch it up. But
Good job,
there
Rocco.
is banana in there. You know, it's not Rocco's recipe. This is literally a suggestion of his customer for 10 years.
10 years.
They've ignored this recipe for
Wow.
10 years. And
Who's
if
this customer?
this is just loyal customer of Rocco's, and then finally he's like, you know what? Let's troll our customers because Rocco's funny like that.
Dude, this works.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then surprisingly it works. So the customer of 10 years is like, see, I fucking told you so.
Why
didn't you
listen to
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. All right, fun is trying here. There it is. With the banana and the marinara
Let
and
it
the
sit,
pepperoni and the
simmer.
banana peppers.
Mm.
Is that something you could be a fan of?
It's really good, actually.
Wow.
Isn't that surprising?
Yeah.
I think you would hate it, but it's like
No, it makes
Whoa.
sense. It's like it has that little bit of sweetness. Like I think food is really interesting when it has that juxtaposition of flavors. So
Mhm.
salty with the sweet, with the umami, with like
That always
Um,
works, yeah.
carby.
But I mean, are we gonna see like a flood of fruit making our way onto our pizza toppings? You know, I mean, that's the pineapple works, and then now banana works. What's
strawberry.
gonna?
I think
yeah,
they already do strawberry.
I think I've had apple on pizza before for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Fig.
fig.
Fig for sure.
All the time. Those are all over. Tucson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Riley has a fig pizza.
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
So there you go. Well, Tucson Foodie approved. Well done, Rocco, and whoever that mystery like regular is. Well done to them too. And enjoy. Like Rocco said, this guy when he got the phone call was so ecstatic, so happy. It's like he won the lottery. He gets a free pizza.
It's Rocco. Rocco? Hey, listen, it's time.
Yeah.
Banana time.
Yeah, and
No
he goes,
way, no way.
Oh, no way! Oh my god! Like he said, it was just so funny and joyful to him too, because he made this guy's day. And after 10 years of putting away, so
10
every
years.
single month for 10 years, you know, Rocco's like, "Hey, I'm open for suggestions." This guy's like first in the draw, and then it's like, "No, right?" And then eventually, Rocco gave in, and sure enough, like it's good. It's not selling well, you know, because people are scared of something so unusual. So I don't know if it will return to the menu, but it was good.
It should.
Yeah. And I might even consider
I wonder if it was that guy's
Customer.
last try too. He's like, "I'll just do it one more time."
right. Yeah.
Come on, Rocco.
I know. Yeah.
I think they'll sell more if it's like personal pan pizzas when you read a book
Yeah.
like in school.
Oh, God.
Look at Club.
Did a whole review of Pizza Hut for that too. The book club.
All right, let's do some TV on the podcast broadcast stream. Our clip today. First off, let me just share this still right here on this video screen. This is the still that's gonna pop up. Watch. There you go. It's a perfect still with fun in a hairnet.
So
Thoroughly
happy.
about to demolish this. So this is the making of Tucson tamale bites. You guys just put out this video, TucsonFoodie.com and on your YouTube page. And now, what was your experience like going here and meeting? Did you meet the owners of Tucson Tamale?
So I'm friends with Todd and Sherry. They were part of the Chinese Chorizo Festival. And they're just incredible people and so welcoming and kind. And they've built like this incredible national empire.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see. Like I was in Brooklyn and was shopping at some random grocery store and saw the Tucson tamale there, and I was like, "Oh my god,
Wow.
home!"
Yeah.
So I was like really excited.
That
So,
is huge. So they are nationwide then, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're in every state in America.
Wow. Yeah. That's something to be proud of. It's right here in our very own backyard. And, this is definitely like the small town that births franchises. It's a very odd phenomena. So this is a quick little 2-minute clip of how they make those Tucson tamale bites with Fun. So check this out.
Hey, we're making these cute little tamale bites at Tucson Tamale.
You may have seen Tucson tamales in your grocery store. They are the #1 premium Mexican tamale in the nation, carried in over 5,000 retail locations in every single state in America. I was so lucky to be invited to collaborate with them to make Chinese Chorizo tamale bites for the Pueblos del Maíz Festival in Tucson. Tamale bites are one of the newest products from their new food line, Tucson Foods. As you can see, a lot goes into one bite. The machine perfectly encases the filling with whipped masa. We used a sweet masa to balance the spice and umami of the Chinese chorizo. Todd said that it took them 9 years to figure out this large production. This impressive operation started from some humble beginnings. Founder Sherry Martin invited her future husband, Todd Martin, to make tamales for a day with her loving, large, loud Mexican-American family. Many cases of beers and dozens upon dozens of tamales later, Todd left the Fortune 500 company he was working for, and together with Sherry carried the tradition of making her family's recipe for tamales. This recipe that was handed down for generations became the start of Tucson Tamale in a small shop in the heart of Tucson in 2008. We took these freshly made tamale bites into the test kitchen and found out they tasted best fried, with a golden, crunchy exterior.
Delicious. I think the masa is like a perfect foundation for the chorizo.
The masa is still
so good.
Right?
With Sherry's blessing, these little bundles of happiness brought joy to corn lovers across Tucson.
Spoiler alert, everything tastes best fried.
Facts.
Yeah. Well done. And that's interesting. What do you guys talking about? You guys having a moment? What's going on?
Business.
Business advice? Hey, if you're gonna start a restaurant, invest in a fryer because people like that shit.
Turns out, America loves deep frying.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that the backstory of Tucson Tamale Company is fascinating. It's basically a love story. Where this guy meets this woman who makes the best tamales in town because it's a generational recipe, and he's a Fortune 500 hustler, knows the business and big business. And he's like, "You're beautiful. Your tamales are beautiful. I don't know which one I love more. Let's make $1 million together."
Boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is, that's game. First off, game recognized game.
Who's going to play him in the movie, you think?
If I can make honestly, if I can go up into a bar to any beautiful woman and say, I can make you $1 million, that woman's going to be mine. You know what I mean? That's a good pickup line. And that's essentially what this guy did. And he created a national franchise off of her family's recipe.
People take note.
Yeah. I know, man. I mean, seriously, like,
and they're so chill and humble.
Are they? They're super cool. Yeah.
Really kind people.
That's fantastic. It's such a great story. And so that was just a small clip. Do you have more of the Tucson Tamale Company coming out, or is that it?
That's it.
That's good. Give them a little bite-sized chunk. And again, we learned a lot. Like, food tastes better deep fried.
Yeah. I know, mind blowing. Groundbreaking.
What's your favorite Tucson tamale?
I like to go classic. It's green chili cheese.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Hey, I can make you $1 million. What's up? I'm just kidding. I can't.
You stuck on that joke.
I know. Hey, we're back here live at Rock 102.1 KFMA. We just checked out this awesome 2-minute clip that's on Tucson Foodie's YouTube page, where Fun was hanging out with the owners of Tucson Tamale Company, talking about the origins and how they create those delicious miniature tamales. It's only 2 minutes of your time. I encourage you to check that out. Now, Fun is in studio right now, and she's been working diligently and whipping together another food festival. She did it last year. It was a huge success, and it also opened our eyes and blew her mind in a way to the phrase Chinese chorizo, which I did not know was a thing. And there's actually a lot of history with Chinese chorizo, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Cool.
It's a historic lost food from Tucson that was born out of some 100 plus Chinese grocery stores that once existed here.
Really?
Yeah.
There was over 100 Chinese grocery stores here in Tucson?
Yes.
So was this like kind of like the settlers' days where like the railroad, was that one of those things?
It was exactly at that time, at the turn of the century, like early 1900s through like 1970s.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So was the population, was a large percentage of the population was like Chinese Americans?
I don't know the percentage wise, but there was like a big population. Like I just actually went to the Arizona Historical Society and went through their archives and saw like the proof of all of these. And there was like numerous ones, like, hundreds of Chinese grocery stores. And it was just like mind blowing to see that.
That's insane too. Just to think about back in the early 1900s, even 1950s, like shipping in and importing Chinese goods to Tucson, Arizona. It seems like an impossible feat, right? You know, when you're thinking things were delivered by like either train or horse and carriage, right?
There was no Jeff Bezos at that time.
There's no Bezos. There's no Amazon.
Yeah.
How'd they do things back then?
I don't know.
Wow.
I mean, this is kind of like why we're bringing back this story, because it was so hard to even get people back because of the laws that limited Chinese immigration. So it's talking about that as well, and talking about how Tucson is this very special place where Chinese immigrants experience a lot less racism, and just like is this beautiful place where community happens, and there's like this loving, warm energy where people always seem to like build this community together, and it feels like it today. So that's what I love about Tucson.
And the Chinese chorizo was born out of that love.
Yes.
Yeah, and it is just a hybrid of, influence from back home with the surrounding influence. It's something that we celebrate regularly here, of just taking all different types of background influence and incorporating the Sonoran flair to it. That's what the Chinese Chorizo Festival is all about. So how is this festival working? Because it's an entire month. So where exactly is it going to be? How can people participate, learn, and eat a bunch of delicious food?
Yeah, so this is not like a festival in the traditional sense at all. It's not at one place where you go to all of the different places. It's running through the entire month so that you can go to the 40 plus different places that it's featured at. So on the kickoff week, we're doing like 5 million different things. So we're starting at the Gut Carnival, and then we're at Tucson Mocha, and we're at Tucson Museum of Art. We're at various different restaurant locations. And so like what we did last year was we donate the Chinese chorizo to the different restaurants and different restaurant partners, and then they make their version of their Chinese chorizo dish. And then everyone can go around town and go to the different restaurants and celebrate our community, celebrate this historic dish, celebrate the history of our people, celebrate community, and just support each other and like support creativity too.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of like really cool stuff happening. Doing a lot of multicultural things. Like I'm doing a talk at the Center for Creative Photography, and we're doing a tasting experience. We're expanding to Phoenix and the Asian Chamber, Arizona Asian Chamber of Commerce night market. And then we're doing Queer as Fuck. Oh, sorry.
That was close.
Yeah.
That was close.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds like a fun event.
That's fun.
So two quick questions before we keep the conversation on the podcast broadcast where we can say that whole name. In the simplest term, tell me the difference between Chinese chorizo and regular chorizo as we know it.
Yeah. So Chinese chorizo is the chorizo that was born out of these 100 plus Chinese grocery stores. And it was a product of Mexican and Chinese immigrant solidarity. And it was these scraps of meat that were going to be destined for the trash.
Right.
And they were revived with Mexican spices and chilies and red wine. And it turned something that was very undesirable into something that was very highly sought out after.
Right.
And so it's very mirroring that story of, going through hardship and then kind of coming together to bring forces together to prevail.
Yeah.
And so
taking a necessity and turning it into a delicacy.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing. And that is essentially just like the aspect and secret of life. That's what we do. We turn this, all right. And then what is I'm not going to go into an analogy because I can't think of one. What's the website so people get information to get up to speed so they know where to go during the month of October for the Chinese Chorizo Festival?
Yeah, so you guys can go to ChineseChorizoProject.com, but also Tucson Foodie is going to be featuring a guide, so you can go to TucsonFoodie.com
with maps and the whole nine. Yeah, this interactive
so
TucsonFoodie.com.
It's going to be really cool. And
there's restaurants participating from Phoenix.
Really?
There's events happening all month, so it's all going to be on there.
Did this take you 10 months to organize and plan? So you take 1 month off after it's all said and done, and then right back into it for the next 10 months? Seems
I don't know.
it.
Yeah, it's running in my head constantly, so it's been going on for a year for me.
That's good. We're almost there. We were almost there. Fun.
Hey, and let's not forget, she's trying to build how many feet tall is it?
11 to 15 feet.
Giant freaking statue of 2 giant sausage links and placing it somewhere in the city. It's going to be like the
it's going to be 2
Chicago.
chorizo links, and they're going to be mosaic replicas of these chorizo links, but it's going to be like 15 feet high. What? And it's going to be
that's like
kind of like the
6
bean in
funds.
Chicago, but like, for Tucson, the chorizo in Tucson.
And what is the bean? Is there any like cultural significance to the bean?
Yes.
I don't know.
Is there?
Do you guys know?
I don't know. It sounds dirty when you ask it.
What's the secret to the bean?
I didn't take it that direction.
I don't know. It just seems that way. I don't know. All right. We're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast there. We're going to have Shane and Fen play a little game, and we'll be back with more Beef Vegan Presents right after this. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA.
How do you find the bean in Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh.
So is it almost like St. Louis Arches types, or are you gonna do like McDonald's Arch for the sausage or the chorizos? Like, how are you gonna do
Oh,
this?
they can have them touching? No, they're back to back. They're butt
Is
to
it
butt.
touching tips?
They're butt to butt.
Okay, butt to
No,
butt.
they're like, how sausages are
funny.
curved. They're like at
Some
an
of
angle.
them, not all of them
They
are
are
curved.
touching
I mean,
each
it's
other.
common if it's curved, but sometimes you get sausages that are
Mine's
straight.
like a little curved.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Most of the time they're curved.
Most of the time. Oh, all right.
Be
Well,
better than the MLK
They can
statue.
be straight.
yeah, they could totally be straight. I mean, if you utilize rulers growing up. But anyways, no snorting into the mic, please. All right. I want to play a game.
It was sausage relevant.
It was sausage relevant. All right, let's play a game.
No, it wasn't. It's beef, isn't it?
You ready for this? It's going to be Shane versus Fen Fen. Now, the game is in honor of, and did you know that September 22nd is Hobbit Day?
Yes.
You did know this.
I'm doing the Lord of the Rings dinner at Dante's Fire.
Are you really?
What?
Going.
Is that the
No
Tucson
way.
Doobie?
11 courses. No, that's different, dude.
That's different. So
Yeah.
is there going to be 11 courses
An
for
11-course Lord of the Rings themed dinner at
What?
Dante's Fire.
With Sauron sauce?
Chef Ken? I got to get him back in here. He's a maniac. So
That's
what
insane.
do you know what's on the menu already?
No,
Okay.
we don't. I'll tell you.
That's amazing. So yes, in honor of that, since it's going to be a Hobbit game, this is the Hobbit game.
Ooh.
All right. So I'm going to give you a name, and you're going to have to tell me if it's a Hobbit or not. Simple as that. All right. Now, Fen. Are you a big fan of Lord of the Rings?
Listen, in 6th grade, I wrote Ruins. So I don't know if you guys know, but that's the Lord of the Rings writing.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
could so you speak fluently like Elvish and things
I
like
don't know,
that.
it's been a long time.
Are you like
so-
Stephen Colbert? Where it's a
Yeah.
whole nother language you pick up. It's like you don't know Spanish fluently, but you know nerd talk. Like
You would know how to open the door to the trolls
Listen,
or
I
the
enjoy
mines.
nerds.
The portal.
I know
The
you do.
portal?
It's fantastic. You're the coolest nerd I know. But so you speak the language a little bit. Like, give me a word that you may know in this.
It's like a written thing. It's not like
Yeah,
something
beef.
that I can.
okay. So
say.
what's one of the words that you would write out?
I don't remember. It was in 6th
Okay.
grade.
You're trying to flex and you're calling her on it.
I'm just like, yeah. Flex that big nerdy brain of yours. I've already been impressed, but you continue to blow my mind. All right, well then it looks like Fun Fun might have an advantage. What about you, Shane? Are you a big fan of Lord of the Rings, Tolkien, all that?
I've seen them all, but I just don't remember any of the names and stuff.
Yeah,
We'll
you,
see.
you
We'll
know
see.
they were actually books first. That's a fun fact.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I haven't read them. My 10-year-old has. I have not.
All right, yeah. So yeah, I feel like Fun Fun has an advantage. So here we go. It's the hobby game. You ready? Here's your first, and I'll go ladies first. Fun Fun. Okay. Is this a hobbit? Yes or no? The belladonna took.
No.
You say no.
No.
You're incorrect.
Really?
Oh yes.
Whoa.
The belladonna took is absolutely a hobbit. I did extensive research for this, by the way.
ChatGPT.
Wow.
No, I double checked the ChatGPT as well too. You have to.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I know. Hey, you know what? That's fine. There's more questions to go, so you're still in the game. Don't give up on yourself, okay?
You threw me off because you did the belladonna comment earlier.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was in my head. Yeah.
True.
Well, yeah, but I was talking about
Tricky.
restaurants and stuff. All right, Shane. Is it a hobbit? It's called the Radagast. Radagast.
No.
Incorrect.
Oh.
That's right. Radagast is absolutely a hobbit. Yes.
It's like the
Wow.
Florida game. If
I don't
you think it
remember
sounds
any
too
of
absurd,
these.
it's probably true.
You know, some of them are names, some of them are species, but you know, all of them, with the exceptions of the ones that are made up, are hobbits. Okay. So
Was that a species? What was that one?
Come on, dude.
Mr. Research.
Yeah. I was in gangster rap and you know things like that in the 90s. I wasn't too busy doing this. All right. Here's our next. The next name going to Fun. Bull Roar Took. It's another Took. Second look at Took.
I'm going to say no.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Incorrect. The Bull Roar Took is absolutely. And Rico, feel free to Google along, and then you can share your screen so you can show images of these, because they're online. You know, because cosplay and things like that.
I'm not going to bother spelling. It's going to pull up some weird pornographic images on Google.
You're so afraid of what might show up on your Google, but I'm so afraid what might show up on your Google without you searching anything.
Probably.
All right. So score 0-0. Both of you guys. Way too cool for hobbits.
Yeah.
All right, Shane. Here is your option. It's called the Dwalin. 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 Is that a hobbit or no?
Sounds like a verb. I'm gonna go no.
Gonna go no. You've been saying no and everything.
Just
You
because
guys.
I think you can't do three. You can't do four no's in a row.
But he can.
It's three and then a yes for sure.
Oh, well, he's trying to figure out
gameplay mechanics.
Yeah,
That's what I was doing, and I got it
I know, right?
wrong.
Yeah,
He knows.
yeah. You're incorrect. It is 100% a hobbit.
It's just all hobbits.
pretty much. Again, as soon as you're trying to figure out my system, then I'll throw you the curveball.
He was too lazy to make one up. He's like, I'll just use them all.
Yeah.
All hobbits.
Look, just when you think you know the answers, I changed the question.
Wow.
Change the game.
Yeah, here we go. Shout out Roddy Piper.
Uh-oh,
All right. Here's back to you, Fun. What did Todd? Todd's getting mad.
Dwalin is a dwarf.
He
You
thinks you're wrong.
fool.
He thinks you're wrong about all of
Whatever.
these.
Were they a character in the Hobbit game?
Whatever.
It's were they a character
Whatever,
in the
nerds.
Hobbit game? Don't come at me with your nerd rage,
That
Todd.
technically means
That's
that
totally
Shane
different.
got
Totally different.
a point.
Yeah.
You just changed the rules.
No.
Yeah,
No.
goalpost
What's the game?
changer.
You mean the books?
What the hell?
The movies?
In the Hobbit, whatever. And yeah, in the universe.
Is this a Hobbit and the Hobbit stuff?
Look, a lot of this stuff I feel like it
Is
was
it
just
Hobbit
Tolkien
adjacent?
writing
Hobbit
about.
adjacent.
Yes, it's Hobbit adjacent. All right, here's our next one. Is it a character in the Hobbit? Fun. Bard the Bowman. Bard the Bowman.
Bard the Bowman. Is it a character or is it a hobbit?
Is it a character in the Hobbit?
Or a restaurant in Tucson.
I wasn't that
Bashful
clever
Bandit.
with it. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough one, Rico.
Bard, B-A-R-D.
Yeah. B-A-R-D. Do we have a bar named Bards? I think.
I don't think so.
Should.
Uh,
well,
House
now.
House of
House of
Bards.
Bards.
Yeah, House of Bards.
Yeah.
I feel like I should like rock, paper, scissors.
With yourself?
With yourself.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna go with a trending no.
All right, yeah, going. That's 5 no's in a row. And I came up with 5 yeses in a row. That is incorrect.
Wow.
Score 0-0.
Okay.
And is it a character in the Hobbit
Okay.
game? So we're 5 questions down. Back to Shane from TucsonFoodie.com. Is this a character in the Hobbit? It's called Short Stuff's Footery.
No, that's not a Hobbit.
All right, that is correct.
Yes.
All right, 1 point for Shane.
You made that one up because it's so bad.
Yeah, I know.
Short stuff's footery. Hairy feet, short dude, man.
So funny.
Bilbo Vegan.
Short Stuff was the nickname of my last girlfriend. I was just like, hey, let me throw out a name for you. Short Stuffs. Yeah,
That's not
cute.
fair. I don't deserve that point.
No,
But I'll
it
take
counts. It counts. Yeah. All right. Back to you, Fun. I got a few more left. So it's still anybody's game. The score is 1-0 Shane. Is this a character in The Hobbit? Antonion Melvin. Antonion Melvin.
I'm gonna say no.
Yes. Good. Yeah, she's right.
That is correct.
Yes.
How did
Nice.
you know she was right, Shane?
It's a millionaire from Scottsdale.
Antonio? No, that's like some Spanish word. Nobody.
I was like,
There's no Spanish
hey,
influence.
Antonio.
It's Antonio.
Tolkien hated it, Spain.
It's Antonio, but I put an N on the end to make it sound Tolkien-y. Antonion.
Antonio.
Antonion. Melvin.
Melvin.
A lot of
Antoine Melvin.
A lot of Melvins in the Hobbit land. All right. Tied up. It's all tied up. All right, here we go. We only have 2 left. And for the sake of not getting a tie, we're going to go into sudden death right now.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not
So
fair.
this is how this is going to work. You're going to buzz in with your name as soon as I give you a name.
Oh, it's fair.
Okay. And then whoever buzzes in first gets to guess whether the person is a character in The Hobbit or not. If you get it right, you win the game. If you get it wrong, your opponent wins the game. You
Clear.
ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Is this a character in The Hobbit? The Necromancer.
Fun.
Buzz. Oh.
Fun.
No.
That is incorrect.
What?
Yes,
There's no
the
necromancer in there, is
Necromancer.
there?
Yes, there is. Google it, son.
What?
Oh, this
Yeah.
is just any character in the book, right? Not a
Yeah,
Hobbit. I
yeah.
was
We've
still
already
stuck on the
established it. We established that a long time
Listen,
ago.
you are all over the place with these rules.
Hobbit. That was a book by Neil.
Yeah. If it's written by a white guy in the 1900s, it works.
Is this a character in the Hobbit?
Isn't The Necromancer like a book by Neil Gaiman? or
Yeah.
Shane, you won. Take the W with class. All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah. There you go.
I won?
Necromancer.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
You just school fun. Oh, got
I have all
nothing
the
on that
Hobbit
fun.
Good job.
Yeah, see, look at that. She's very supportive.
I am Tolkien.
Yeah. Hey, Tucson is the home of many great like restaurant destinations and the birthplace of a lot of different franchises, but also major franchises use Tucson as a testing market. Do you know this? It looks like Taco Bell is testing $2 stackers only here in Tucson, Arizona. Yeah. So, if you live here, which you do, the $2 stackers are at select locations, and the stackers come in 2 varieties. The classic stacker, which is features melted cheese, seasoned beef, nacho sauce stacked on grilled flour tortilla, and a spicy stacker, which is like the same but with jalapenos on a grilled flour tortilla. So I thought that was interesting that they're testing it out. Be like, oh, this is, let's see if people who enjoy real Mexican food like this shit, right? And if it passes, then it will go nationally. So, but $2 for a stacker.
Hey, nice job scooping the foodie news before Tucson Foodie there, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that a Tucson Foodie
Do you want a job?
exclusive?
No, it's great.
Were you going to report on that? Do you report on Taco Bell?
No,
Yeah.
but this is cool. Ish. I don't know. We'll see.
It was food related. That's why I brought it up. I mean, I'm staring at Cafe Francis or Francois.
François.
Yeah.
Français.
Yeah, which
Francois.
looking at this croissant delicacy thing that is making me salivate, and I already had 2 slices of deep dish pizza, so that's pretty impressive. What is your favorite top story of Tucson Foodie this week, Shane?
Let me go browse the website. I've
There's
been
a
so busy with
lot.
restaurant week.
I know.
Yeah, so
all
what's your takeaway from restaurant week? I mean, besides everyone seemingly like had overwhelming success and enjoyed it.
Okay,
Was
but yeah, let me
feedback fantastic.
give you some real feedback that made me lose some sleep last night. We had a restaurant that participated in previous years choose not to participate this year,
Oh, okay.
and they came back and said we were hurt because we chose not to participate.
Really?
And
Whoa.
I was hoping that like restaurant we could have it spill over to all the restaurants that didn't participate.
Right.
But now I'm wondering if it's sucking some air out of those that don't. And I don't want restaurants to feel obligated. I'm thinking about the bigger impact in the community.
Mm.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. That is interesting. But, with the Tucson Restaurant Week, they had the 25, 35, 45 deals, which was easy for people to, budget out and game plan and go out and experience some of these places probably for the first time. So, it's unfortunate that they didn't participate, and they shouldn't feel like they need to. They shouldn't be pressured into it, for sure. But, that's the name of the game. It's every restaurant that participated was essentially supporting other restaurants that were participating
and
as well.
It's free, right? There's no charge for restaurants.
Right.
We make it easy, but still, there's situations restaurants can't do it for XYZ reason. It's
sure.
Cool.
Yeah, and that's understandable as well, unfortunately. But, even if there's just one, you do one price point, right? Or you're like, hey, even just doing the math, if you're selling $20 a plate, and then you say, hey, well, you get 2 of those $20 plates, that's your $45 special, and we'll throw in, 2 sodas.
It's easy.
Yeah, it's the same thing. All you're doing is kind of just rebranding it, but you're not losing any money whatsoever, and you're still participating.
Well, it's a good problem to have. It demonstrates the power of the week. Right? It's a successful PR campaign. It works.
Right.
Still.
I think it's overall like you did good for the community because it's like I went to places that I didn't normally go to because I looked at those menus and was like, oh my God, why haven't I gone to this restaurant before? And now I have some new favorite spots.
Right.
People come in from San Diego, from Phoenix, even from LA and El Paso. So it attracts money into the economy. It helps restaurants grow revenue during a slow week. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it has a real impact, but with every good, there's a little bit of an unintended consequence. So I thought it was worth mentioning.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Shane from TucsonFoodie.com talking about the the Tucson Restaurant Week just wrapped up and the benefits that it brings to the community. So the restaurants participating had an excellent Tucson Restaurant Week, and I hope you guys participated and tried someplace new. And that's the idea. When you go to TucsonFoodie.com, it's kind of break out of your monotonous routine. A lot of people easily, they find some places that they like and they go to them like weekly or bi-weekly. And it's great to reestablish or go to establishments over and over again as a regular, but you still kind of want to get outside of that comfort zone, live your life, and try out some of these fantastic places by local business owners around town. So we have that going. So the debate was, does it hurt other restaurants not participating? And of course, that's not what you want it to be. But I really think that there is really no reason for no restaurants to not participate in this fantastic program. And if you're bringing in tourism money too, and people from San Diego who are foodies are like, hey, this city of gastronomy, 4 or 5 hours to the west of us or east of us is partying and has a bunch of cheap food. Yeah, we're going, So
vacation.
I like it. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Vacation. All right. So I want to give you an update of the couple that attempted to join the Mile High Club and got busted.
There's an update.
There's an update. And that's on the Jet Easy flight. I'm going to do that in the podcast broadcast. Be back with your beef tip after these words. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah, did you hear about this or see this?
No.
Okay, so earlier this week, or I think it was last week.
If I need to bounce, buddy, right? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Take
cool.
off.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Thanks for having me. See you later, guys.
Hey, I love you, Shane. See you later. Yeah, he's late. You don't mind hanging out with us for a little bit while we talk about people doing it on a plane?
I can, yeah.
Well, yeah. The show ends in 9 minutes.
Okay.
Wasting time.
All right, cool.
All right, I'm wasting time now. Okay.
Bye.
You'll see him later. You work with him, There, I'm gonna fix this. Okay, so like last week there was a video that went viral of it was a EasyJet. I think it was called EasyJet. It was a flight going from someplace to Ibiza. So they're going to a party capital, right? And the whole plane's kind of like chuckling, and the flight attendants like giggling outside of the bathroom door, being like, "Should I do it, guys? Should I do it?" Because everyone saw this couple go into the bathroom and they knew exactly what time it was. It was Mile High Club time, right? Do you know anyone who's ever joined the Mile High Club or like successfully was bragging about it?
No, I don't. I worry about people that do that, but yeah, I haven't.
You worry about people? Why do you worry about people that do that?
Because I think I have a general fear of using plane bathrooms.
Yeah,
just normally.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be like, hey, that's not soap. All right. So yeah, I understand that. So, so they went in, and while they were in action, full blown, getting it on, girls like bent over the sink, the guy's behind her in the power position. The male stewardess opens up the door to the entire airplane cabin, to which the guy grabs it real quick, shuts it. It's like, wow, and it didn't even like break his stride, by the way. I mean, it was pretty smooth. He's like in motion and like
there's a video.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
video.
Okay.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if I can pull up that video, and I'm sure I can. Let's see.
That was a pro move for sure.
Oh, super pro move.
He's done this before.
Mhm.
Yeah, and well, there's this whole follow up is amazing too. Let's see which video I could pull up, because this is a video of them walking out doing the walk of shame to the entire cabin. So everybody on the air knows. Well, half the people saw them in action, right? Then he shuts the door, and apparently he let him finish. That was kind of them, knowing that Jet Easy was going to ban these, or EasyJet was going to ban these guys for life, right? So might as well give them 3 more minutes on this last flight of EasyJet. Now, of course, EasyJet, that's a pretty appropriate name for this. Here.
Didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah. And in his story here, okay, here it is. You're gonna love this. It's only 16 seconds here. I'm gonna play this real quick. Show this tab instead. Can you see this?
Nope.
Okay, you will though. On.
Just reenact it with the wall.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Check this out. There's the girl. There's the guy. They're treated like celebrities.
High five, bro.
Yeah. The other video, let's see if they had it blurred out. It is very jovial. Like, so you would think it's not that big of a deal. Why ban these guys, right? If the whole plane is just like,
You don't want everybody
snickering, they got giggles, and it's like, yeah, it's funny. They got caught, with their pants down, literally.
I'm surprised with how bad the airlines are doing. They don't add that as like a ticket thing. Like you want to pay extra to have the advantage to go to the bathroom together.
Right. Yeah.
$20 extra.
Yeah.
Per ticket.
Yeah.
Listen, they need to hire you in the marketing
Right.
team.
Let's embrace this, everybody.
Yeah. For $69, you can bring one carry-on and bang 2 people. So yeah.
Extra baggage.
So yeah, this happened last week. So the guy in question is named Piers Sawyer and said that he had been drinking since 10 a.m. before getting on the 7 p.m. flight. So dude was drinking for 9 hours straight before he even got on this flight. Now, the girl that he had the bathroom romp with was sitting in front of him. And the only thing he knew about her is that she was 23 and good looking. So this dude scored with this girl, joined a Mile High Club with somebody sitting on a plane that he had no idea. And this would only happen in a situation where you are past inebriated. There's some weird kind of luck and game that guys who are still drunk from the night before or past the point of drunk where they just fall into this bad boy, smooth James Dean type vibe. Because for whatever reason, he reeks like a brewery's a-hole. But still, he pops in a couple Tic Tacs and was like, hey, going to Ibiza? You want to start the party early? And she's like, yeah, meet me in the bathroom. What is this? Dear penthouse? Like, how is this a reality? This is exactly what happened with this guy. He drink 9 hours, pull the hottest girl on the airplane to go into the bathroom and get it on with them. He doesn't even know her name.
We got to get him on the podcast.
I'm telling you, he's a legend. I think he's booked out for 3 months straight. 40 minutes into the flight, they went for it.
How do you know that it wasn't the woman that initiated it?
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
I just assumed.
Well, and maybe it was.
No, she's like, come on.
Maybe it was. I mean, you see that? I mean, I saw this, like this story instantly reminds me of a time I was going to a bagel shop in the morning and there was a guy in front of me and he reeked. I could still smell him, right? So he smelled like stale beer and he's just like, he looks at me, he's like, hey, no. I thought, I haven't even gone to bed yet, man. I've been partying my ass off and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I could tell a bagel sandwich is gonna hit the spot. And he's like, yeah. And he's kind of loopy and goofy. And then this like hot girl just grabbed her order and he's walking out and he shot his shot in a drunkenly, like ballsy, no fear kind of way, which kind of half made sense. And she fell for a hook, line, and sinker. And he's looking at me, he's like, I can't believe this is fucking working. And I'm like, that's the charm of that. I knew back then, because I've been in that situation. Like, 7 a.m, still haven't gone to sleep. Like, what's up, girl? And then now all of a sudden I'm Snoop Dogg. I'm a pimp. It's weird. So
that Riz.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe this girl's like, okay, yeah, he's drunk enough, he's ready to go, and I'm feeling a little frisky on my way to Ibiza as well.
Hello.
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
I've been there before.
girl power. Okay, yeah. So that's 40 minutes into the flight. They went after it, and after they did their thing, and the bathroom door was open on them, they went their separate ways, and he didn't even get the number from the girl. But the follow up on this, the biggest problem of joining the Mile High Club is that he did get banned from EasyJet. And it was difficult for him to fly back from Ibiza.
Thinking.
Yeah. So he was there to party. It left him. He had to fork out hundreds of more dollars just to get home. He had to find a different flight.
Worth it.
Yeah. Still worth it. Still worth it. And to be a legend like that. Like, how was your flight? Oh, it was good. I ended up getting a seat in the economy. They gave me extra leg room, and the girl in front of me. Oh, yeah.
That's your claim to fame in life.
It's on his headstone.
It's still impressive.
Kicked off by EasyJet.
Yeah.
For banging.
I'm telling you, you could say like, hey, I'm a scientist. I came up with a medication that helps alleviate the pain and like multiple sclerosis. And you're like, hey, yeah, that's cool. Well, what about you? Oh, I banged this 23-year-old super hot in front of me on a flight to Ibiza. I didn't even do anything. Like, legend. Totally would forget about the other guy. Maybe.
All right, let's hear your war stories. I don't care.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we're wrapping up and running out of time. But I do like to thank you, Fun for coming in and hanging out with us.
Oh my God, it's a pleasure. It's so fun.
Thank you. Yes.
I love it.
Well, you add double the fun just with your name alone, but you quadruple it when you join us on the podcast broadcast, and I appreciate it. One more time, the website so people can keep up to date on the Chinese Chorizo Festival.
Yeah, head over to ChineseChorizoProject.com.
Yep, and you'll be able to see the map and all that good stuff on TucsonFoodie.com. You should check out that site daily because it's just great heads up on things that are happening in town. That's all the time we have for the day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe.
Rock 102.1 KFMA, Oro Valley, Tucson, an Arizona Rose Corp radio station.
Do you even smart speaker, bro?
Listen on your Amazon Echo device.
That's fun.
When you were talking earlier, when you almost slipped that F-bomb in there, I would have loved it. The actual website.
Say it now. Yeah, say it now.
Are we on the podcast?
What was it called again?
Queer AF.
Is it actually spelled out?
She's afraid to cuss.